Okay, so let's do this question. What is the fate of acetyl coenzyme produced from beta oxidation of fatty acid in liver? So you know, from fatty acid, acetyl coenzyme is produced in liver. So what is the fate of this acetyl coenzyme A in liver?
28 ATPs in the liver.
So ATP in liver, it is not converted into acetyl coenzyme, is converted into ketone body in liver. So what is the fate of acetyl coenzyme A produced from beta oxidation in fatty acid in muscle? What is the fate of this acetyl coenzyme A that is produced from this in muscle? So in muscle, it will undergo TCA cycle, Krebs cycle. It will produce ATP here, ATP plus CO2 in muscle. In liver, ketone body. Remember, in liver, it will form ketone body. Acetyl coenzyme A will not undergo TCA cycle. It will form ketone body. Very important concept. Okay. Now, which of the following is the only step of fatty acid oxidation where ATP is utilized? Activation step, where ATP is utilized. You can see this is activation step. The enzyme is acyl coenzyme synthetase. Only a step where ATP is required. Otherwise, ATP is produced. Okay, so from acetyl coenzyme A in liver, ketone body. In extrahepatic tissue, ATP and CO2. ATP, CO2, H2O. Now, so this is the answer here. So number of ATP produced from beta oxidation of palmitic acid is, how many ATP is produced from beta oxidation of palmitic acid? So how many is this? Okay. Yes, from beta oxidation, 28 is produced from beta oxidation only. If this acetyl coenzyme will undergo further oxidation, then complete oxidation will produce 1,6. Complete oxidation of fatty acid will produce 100. But beta oxidation only will produce 28. Okay, remember this difference. Okay, so what is the inhibitor of fatty acid oxidation in target tissue? Inhibitor of fatty acid oxidation. Can you see what is the inhibitor here?
Malonyl.
Malonyl coenzyme. So malonyl coenzyme is inhibitor. Okay. So what is the enzyme activated by glucagon in adipocyte for adipolysis?
Hormone sensitive lipase.
Very good. Hormone sensitive lipase. Very good. Then what are the additional enzymes required for oxidation of unsaturated fatty acid? You can see the additional enzyme. One is isomerase, other is reductase. Just remember isomerase and reductase. Don't remember, try to remember this name. You remember this name, further you will memorize the name. Isomerase, one isomerase and one reductase. Okay, that's it. So what are the sources of propionic acid? So what are the sources of propionic acid? What is the fate of, these are one line questions. Just you can answer very easily. 10-20 minutes, if you pay 10 minutes, it will be answerable. So how does propionic acid pathway help in gluconeogenesis? So gluconeogenesis is process of formation of glucose. So this is you little bit you have to work. It is synthesized from non-carbohydrate source. So succinate will also convert into glucose. So you can answer this. How does propionic acid pathway help urea cycle? So urea cycle, it helps urea cycle by supplying 4 carbon compound. So go through, try to answer these questions. If you can answer, that's good. If you cannot answer, at last I will give the answer. Okay. So write the location of enzyme and pathway. Just write the location of enzyme. What is the location of this enzyme? Oxidation of cerebronic acid. and DHA. Which organelle do this? These are all very long chain fatty acid. Okay. And then it will happen in which organelle?
Mitochondria?
Peroxisome.
Peroxisome. Mitochondria for long chain fatty acid. Okay. Long chain, medium chain, and short chain. Peroxisome is for very long chain. So this is for peroxisome. Now acetyl coenzyme A synthetase. So this enzyme is present where? This is the only step where ATP is required for fatty acid oxidation. Not acetyl, this is acyl. Sorry, acyl. Convert it, okay? Change it, okay? Acyl coenzyme A synthetase. Where is it present?
Liver.
Yes, liver. It is present in liver. Which organelle?
Mitochondria.
My outer membrane of mitochondria, and then plus endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so very long chain fatty acid is located where? Which part of cell? Which organelle?
Peroxisome.
See, that is why I have given very long.
Mitochondria. So long chain is always in mitochondria, right?
These are all present in mitochondria. Okay,
Yep.
Mitochondria. Why it is called very long chain? Because in order to differentiate between long chain and very long chain, because this both will attack on long chain fatty acid. Okay, this both will attack on long chain fatty acid. This will act first, then this will act. That is why it is like misnomer. Okay, you will confuse it. Both will act on long chain fatty acid. Very long chain fatty acid dehydrogenase and long chain fatty acid dehydrogenase, both will act on fatty acid. This will act first and then this will act. Just remember, this all are present in mitochondria. This trifunctional protein is present where? What is this trifunctional protein? The reaction, hot reaction. This is second oxidation and this is O reaction. You know the mnemonics O hot. This first oxidation is done by all the 4 enzymes. And then second is by this trifunctional protein, HOT. This is present where?
Mitochondria.
It's mitochondria. Mitochondria. And then what are the enzymes present in trifunctional protein? Okay, go and do yourself. Okay, what are it is there in slides. Go and write yourself. What are the enzymes there? One hydratase, one oxidase, other thiolase. So this HOT enzymes are there, right? What is the specific name of the enzyme? You can go through this. Okay, so what are the vitamins involved in myelin synthesis? So this is an important question. You can see myelin synthesis, vitamins. Vitamins.
Biotin.
What? Biotin?
Yeah.
Yes, biotin, because it is for synthesis of fatty acid. That is good answer. And then it is a sphingosine. Sphingosine has synthesis of sphingosine is by vitamin B6. B6 will also be required for synthesis of sphingosine. We did in the beginning. Vitamin B6 for synthesis of sphingosine. And then for fatty acid synthesis, biotin. And also for fatty acid synthesis, NADPH means niacin. And fatty acid synthesis, vitamin B5 also. So you can see vitamin B3, you can remember vitamin B3, vitamin B5, vitamin B6, and then biotin is vitamin B7. So this is how you can remember 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. All these vitamins are required for myelin synthesis. Which of the following vitamins common to both fatty acid synthesis and fatty acid oxidation? Common to both fatty acid synthesis and fatty acid oxidation. Tell me this, which of the following common to both fatty acid? Vitamins are very important. That is why I'm making my own question on vitamins. Both for fatty acid synthesis and oxidation. Which vitamins? Which is the option? Which option is correct? Please be quick. C, D. Yes, pantothenol. D. So D is not the answer. Biotin is not required for. Biotin is not required for fatty acid, means breakdown, fatty acid oxidation. B2 is not required for fatty acid synthesis. A, vitamin B5 means pantothenic acid, coenzyme A, yes, required for both, and this niacin, yes, and NADP required for synthesis, NADPH, and NAD required for breakdown. Yes, A is the answer. Now you can see this vitamin B5 and B2, this is required for oxidation, fatty acid oxidation. Biotin is required, biotin and pantothenic, this is required for synthesis. Okay, pantothenic, this is also required for oxidation. You can see B2 for oxidation, biotin for synthesis. Remember, so these vitamins we will, when we study disease of vitamin deficiency, we will require these all things. Vitamin required for fatty acid synthesis, but not for fatty acid oxidation. Only fatty acid synthesis. What are the vitamins that is required for fatty acid synthesis?
Vitamin B3, 5, 7, 6.
3, 5, 7, 6 is required for sphingosine synthesis. See, sphingosine. Okay, vitamin B7, that is good. For fatty acid synthesis, vitamin B7 is required. Vitamin B3 is also required for this, vitamin B5. So, which is required for fatty acid synthesis, but not for fatty acid oxidation? This is the only that is required for fatty acid synthesis, biotin, and not for fatty acid oxidation. This will, both will require in fatty acid oxidation also. So vitamins that is required for fatty acid oxidation, but not in fatty acid synthesis. All these vitamins required in fatty acid synthesis, oxidation. So these two are required for both. This is the one that is not required for fatty acid synthesis. This vitamin B2, that is FAD. Okay, so we have done with the question. Let's